Hey, hey, hey. Okay, we are live. So let's give us just maybe a few seconds for everybody to join us. Good evening and welcome back to our Thursday lives. I'm so happy to see y'all here today. So we give everybody a few minutes to just jump on before we get started. I hope you're having an amazing day. Let me see. Hope you can hear me well. Um, Let me see. So, as I allow people to jump on, today was a busy day for me as usual. uh, Doing different things, working on the perimenopause 3 day, working on some real estate stuff. So, my usual madness. Let's see. So I'm going to give it till 7:35. So if you are watching the replay, just fast forward, that's old school in it, to 7:35. I'm just going to give it about 2 minutes for everybody to jump on. And let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about what we're going to talk about today. Today, we are talking about 10 signs that you may be in perimenopause. Hold on a second. Even though you may still be having periods. Now, when I say you're having periods, that could be spotting, that can be long periods, that could be all kinds of things. So, we're going to talk a little bit about that today. All right. So, as we take this next minute and allow people to jump on, what I do first during our weekly lives is I take a moment and we ground ourselves. A lot of people don't understand or realize how important a cleansing breath is to the soul and how it can just, end your day so beautifully. And so I invite you to close your eyes and really just take a deep cleansing breath. Um, so we'll do this together. Ooh, I don't feel like that one was good enough. So let's do another deep cleansing breath. Let's do one more. Let's give those endorphins a chance to wake up a little bit or really calm down a bit. So, welcome, welcome, welcome to our Thursday live chat. So today I want to talk about something that's real for a lot of women in their 30s, 40s, and some even in their 50s. So tell me, do you relate to this? Have you been forgetting words mid sentence? Is that you? Do you start talking and you just like, I don't even know what I was saying? Or wondering why you're sweating in the sheets at 3 a.m.? Now, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I did not realize I do this occasionally, not very often, but occasionally, and that this could be a sign. I forgot all about it. When I'm treating you is one thing, when I'm treating me is another thing. So, how about when your doctor says it's normal, or when you think it's normal, so you didn't even ask anybody? Girl, you may be in perimenopause and nobody told you. And if you don't know, perimenopause is early menopause. So tonight we're going to talk about 10 signs that you may be in early menopause, even if that cycle is still regular and even if you're in your 30s or early 40s. Because menopause doesn't wait till you don't wait till 50. It doesn't happen that you just hit 50 and you're in menopause. No, it's a process. It's perimenopause. It's before menopause. So that doesn't always come with a flash and warning label, but it does come with signs and symptoms. So, who am I to tell you this? I'm Charisma Freeman, or Charisma Cares. I am a functional medicine nurse practitioner and founder of Holistic Breakthrough Wellness Clinic. I help women navigate through this transition every day using natural and holistic tools to reset your body and your mind. I also specialize in mental and emotional health. So, the mental and emotional that goes along with these raging hormones, I can help you with that as well as those physical symptoms. So, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and deep dive into this. And if you have any questions for me, feel free to throw it in the chat. Depending where you are, I may or may not see that chat right away. So, if I don't, as always, I will respond to you when we're done. So, feel free to throw any questions, comments in the chat. If you don't want to put it in the chat, you can always email or message me hello@holisticbreakclinic.com. Okay. Alrighty. So, 10 signs that you may be in perimenopause. And this may be short unless you all have some questions for me. So, the first sign is you're wide awake at 3 a.m. for no reason. Like you just up, and unfortunately, you're up scrolling, which is going to make you stay awake longer. I mean, at least put the blue light on, but it's much better not to turn on that phone at all. But you just can't sleep. You may be tired. You may not even be tired. You may be what we call tired and wired, like you're tired, but you're still like alert. Yeah, that could be you. What about those sudden mood swings? And these mood swings, they don't always seem the way that we were taught about them, right? It's not always getting upset and screaming and yelling, even though that could happen, right? Because it's pretty unpredictable. But it's sad, it's crying, it's laughing, it's miserable. Like all you can have all of these emotions in one day, honey. You are a whole 5-person cast. And one day you can have all of these emotions because your mood swings are everywhere. In perimenopause, it's not just going down, it's up, down, all over the place, right? So, the third thing, your periods are changing, but they're not disappearing. Yes, they keep coming. You may have one month, you may have a cycle for one day, just have some spot, and you like, woo woo, I'm almost there. Next month, you may have a full blown cycle for 7 days. Like, but ma'am, like, what is going on here? Like, we only did one day last month, and this month you're going to grace me with a full week, like, not even a work week, but a full on week. Like, ma'am, no. Uh, and your periods may be longer or shorter. So, there's a cycle from the first day of your period to the first day of your next period. Well, yours may have been in rhythm, 27 days. I already know every 27 days. Well, no, this month it decided 21 days. So you were so lucky, they cut off a whole week and gave you a cycle on the third week. Or you may have 35 days this week. They added an extra week. So now you went 5 weeks without a cycle. You either started getting happy because you're like, oh, here I come, menopause, or you started getting sad because you're like, oh, am I pregnant? Like, girl, you can still get pregnant during perimenopause. Yes, yes. Playing all kinds of tricks on us. I know in my family we have a couple of those change of life babies that came in the 40s. Yes, ma'am. That is not menopause. You didn't have your cycle those 4 months, not because you're in menopause, but because you're creating a whole little baby in there. So still be careful, ladies, because that cycle is unpredictable, which means so is ovulation. The fourth one, you're gaining weight, but especially around your belly. Oops, cortisol is on the loose. If you don't know about cortisol, we will be talking about how cortisol just really dislikes some of us during perimenopause and the things that we can do about it, especially getting rid of that belly fat. We got to work on that cortisol. Your brain feels foggy or forgetful. Oh, child, the way I used to laugh at my grandmother when she would be looking for her glasses, and where would they be, y'all? And I would just laugh at her every time. Grandma, oh my God, oh my God. Y'all, the other day I was looking for these glasses, and these things were on my head. I have become my grandmother. Guess that's another sign that you're in perimenopause. What about this one? Your libido has left the chat. Ooh, can I say another hormone? Testosterone? Oh, I know that doesn't sound good. That's the man's hormone, right? I mean, you don't want a lot, but you may want a little bit. You may want a drop of it. And we'll talk about that too. How does that affect your libido and what can you do about it? You're not like a man. You can't just go and start popping some straight testosterone. There's special things that we need to do. And yes, we will talk about this, I believe, on day 2 of the perimenopause 3-day challenge. So I believe that's day 2. We'll be talking about the hormones and what we can do for that, right? Number 7, lucky 7. Your anxiety is higher than it used to be. Girl, you are on alert like 007. Now, side note, if you know what 007 is, then you probably are in perimenopause. I'm just saying. I know what 007 is, so I don't feel that bad for y'all that y'all know what 007 is. Uh, but that probably means that, yes, you are probably in perimenopause as well. And your anxiety is high and it is driving you insane. Or you may be on the other end of that where you may be more depressed and your doctor's like, oh, let's start you on antidepressants instead of saying, hey, let's take a look at your hormones. You are in that 35 to 55 range. You may be ding, 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 perimenopausal. Yes. Um, Number 8, your hair, skin, and nails are changing. Your hair is getting thin. Your nails are getting brittle. You're beginning to get alopecia. Yes, a lot of ladies get alopecia once they start going through perimenopause and menopause. That's why a lot of women will cut their hair short. Now, mind you, other women are just cutting their hair short because they're hot. So every woman for 35 and up with their hair short has not had alopecia, but a lot of women do suffer with this. And this can be hormonal. For some women, you may have always suffered with it. It may get worse. For other women, you may not have dealt with it at all, the thinning or the loss of hair, and you're trying to figure this out. The other thing, your skin may be more dry than normal. Yes, ladies, do get your water. The other thing is, some women say that they are musty. Like they're looking around and they're like, who smells like that? Oh, it smells like some eggs. And they're like, oh, child, that's me. Yes, that secret may not be keeping you a secret anymore. So we need to do some things to make that better. Yes, girl, that's you. Yes, honey, go. Let's talk and walk. Let's walk and talk. So yes, that does come from perimenopause. No, it's not because you're not hygienic anymore. It is your hormones. Number 9. Oh, you feel tired no matter how much you sleep. And then we mentioned this earlier. You can't sleep no matter how tired you are. Like you are exhausted. And guess what? Where's progesterone when you need her to wake you in the morning? Or melatonin? Did they leave the chat? Like you needed that to go to sleep. And then you have, oh, cortisol that's keeping me up at night, keeping me fat and tired. Yes, all of these hormones play a major role in your body. And for most of you, raise your hand. Most of you have never heard of these hormones. You may have heard of estrogen, but you didn't know about progesterone, and you didn't know melatonin was something more than just a capsule you buy off the shelf. You had no idea that cortisol was messing with you and keeping me fat and all of this kind of stuff. Yes, honey, all of it. That's why on day 2, we are talking hormones, because the only way to fix fluctuating hormones is to know something about fluctuating hormones. You don't need to know it all, but you need to know something about it. Like, we are not infants. We cannot sleep during the day and be awake all night. And that's what some of us are doing. And then the last one, the main one, is that you just don't feel like yourself. You can't quite pinpoint what's wrong, but you know that something is wrong. Something is off. And this is where, the doctors have this whole WW, the whiny woman. Someone sent me the video. I posted it in the Women Healing Naturally group. And, the woman has come in there for 3-4 visits. She's complaining of different random symptoms, and it doesn't match the traditional diagnosis that most doctors are used to. So they're just like, oh, you have a WW. What's a WW? It's a whiny woman. Well, no, Mr. or Mrs. Doctor, I am premenopausal, but you don't know that because that was not drilled in your mind in school like impotence was. So although this will last years for me and affect all of me, we're not focused on that. And that's a problem, because you just feel awful. You feel down. You feel blah. You just don't feel vibrant. You don't feel like yourself. And for you to go to a doctor when you finally do go and they say, oh, it's nothing. Take some Tylenol. Let me put you on an antidepressant. Let me throw you an anxiety pill. When you know that in the past you didn't have depression, you didn't have anxiety. Now, if these are things that you had before and they have worsened, then that's a place where you may need an antidepressant or anxiety medication. But that's kind of a different story. But for those that didn't, and this is happening to you, we need to figure out what's happening. If you get a brand new symptom at any point past your 30s, right? At any point, you need to look at that symptom and say, what is going on? What is causing this? Because this didn't just appear, right? So it's very important that you know that you're not alone, you're not broken, and what you're feeling is valid. Like someone needs to listen to you. And that's why me as a woman, as a nurse practitioner, I decided to go start studying functional medicine, because there's more to us than what conventional medicine says there are. There's so many different facets of us that make up the complete person that we are. And that's why that's one reason I created the Perimenopause Reset Challenge, because I educate. I am very big on educating my patients. I have always been very big on educating my patients, because the only way for you to heal or to really fix what's going on is to know what's going on. If you don't know, then how are you going to fix it? How are you going to make it better? How are you going to heal? And I feel like some of these things can be supported naturally. A lot of perimenopause items can be supported naturally. Yes, we can do some estrogen or a little progesterone, a little testosterone, but that's not going to fix everything. It's going to fix some things, but it's not going to fix everything. So during this 3 days, we're going to talk about those things that can't necessarily be fixed. Or for the woman that doesn't want these additional hormones put in her body, what is it that you can do to support yourself naturally? What can we do to help with the hair loss, the libido, the hot flashes? What can we do to work on the body odor? All of these different things that come into play. There is a way to manage these symptoms. So I want to let you know it is definitely coming up. It is less than 2 weeks away. We begin on August 19th. The link is live. If you tried before, it may not have been live. It is live. Please go ahead and claim your spot. This is during these 3 days, we're going to reset your mind. We're going to nourish your body, and we're going to support your hormones naturally. You're going to get a workbook, trackers. You're going to get access to replays. For some of you, you'll get group sessions afterwards. For VIP, you'll get one-on-one private sessions and hormone consultation. So there's a lot that I'm putting in this. And it starts at only $37. So lowest package is $37. So there's the link, and the link should also be in the description to make it easier for you to get to. But it's about time you find some answers and stop suffering. It's funny. I wasn't initially going to do perimenopause in August, but in our Women Healing Naturally group, one of the ladies said, I really need help with perimenopause. So here we are, all August long, every Thursday, except the last one. That's my birthday. We'll be talking about perimenopause. And then in 2 weeks, we will take those 3 days and discuss all about it. And we will tailor this to you so you can learn how to feel better. If you have questions, go ahead and throw them in the chat for me. I will go over any questions. It's hard to always see questions or comments. So make sure you throw those in the chat. Like I said, if I don't get to them now, I will go back and answer your questions for later. Let's see. And I don't see any right this second. So what I am going to do is next session, I think we're going to do a Q&A, but I'll see if anyone has any ideas of what else they want me to talk about perimenopause. We've talked about a number of things, but we'll meet again next Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And in closing, let's go ahead and take a deep breath, calm our system down after we talked about these 10 things. We'll take a deep breath in. And exhale. And repeat after me. I am not broken. I damn sure am not crazy. I am simply in a new season. And I deserve support. I hope to see you inside the reset. Until then, take care of you